Hey guys, it is Epic Hot Dog, and I don't have a script for this video, so it's just kind of gonna go how it goes. We'll see. But today I will be showing y'all how to make a simple Alight motion tweening animation. So I've already made just kind of a simple body sheet because I was making a tutorial earlier, and then my storage ran out. But I already made this, and I didn't want to remake it, so, yeah. But, in case y'all want to see, you break it into parts. So, you have a layer for the face. Normally, I make a layer, I don't know why I didn't do this last time, but I make a simple eye layer, but keep a mouth layer. It's like, I'm just gonna erase this. Then I'm gonna erase the eyes here. And sometimes I change the mouth. And then if you want it to blink, you can draw some blinking eyes on a different layer. And then you have a bunch of face layers, which I usually make a folder for, and you do that like this. I'm not doing this now. So basically, I'm making the body sheet right now. To make a body sheet, you just make your character, and you just draw every part on a different layer. So this is the front hair of my character. This is the head. This is the arm. This is the other arm. This is, like I don't know what these are called, with the little things that hang down from a hoodie when you're wearing a hoodie. This is the torso. This is the leg. This is the other leg. This is the back hair. And this is the tail. And as you can all see, this makes one character. I don't normally draw a tail on my character, or on my character, but in case y'all draw tails, I want to show you how it moves. So first we need to get all our layers. So we just want to make everything not visible, and then we just save them one by one like this. Also, this video may or may not be edited, I'm not sure. I just have been procrastinating on making this so much, I need to get it out. So, y'all can skip this part if you want, if I didn't edit it, to make it faster. And if you are making, a black and white animation, I do recommend y'all's, fill it in with white. I'm just not doing that right now because I don't want to draw a whole body sheet. Because for me, that takes 15 minutes, and I don't want to spend 15 minutes on that. So, yeah, then we go into our light motion, which takes a very long time to load. Don't know why, but it does. Come on! Y'all can skip the loading part if I didn't edit this. Okay, what the heck, a light motion? I'm just gonna... There we go. This takes forever to close out, too. I don't know why. Just the X rarely works. Sorry for this, y'all. I deal with it a lot. Okay, so you want to make a new project, and I'm just going to name it tutorial. You can name it whatever you want, and set that, and then create it. I don't care. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Get away. Thank you. Oh, okay. So, if you guys want to put a song in the background, you guys can record a song and then put it in through your media. But, oh. Okay. And then you want to put all of your layers in. There's a specific way you should put in your layers, but I'm not gonna do that right now, cause, okay, this is a problem. Everything's black. Oh, that's something. That's something. That's something. That's something. That's something. And that's something. Okay, we got it. Now you guys, now we want to set our layers. So normally you should put the hair all the way in the back. What's this? The eyes. So you want to put the face I usually put the face all the way on the front. It depends on how your art style works, but this is what I usually do. And I'm gonna, okay. And then I usually put the head right below the face. I think this is the face, yep. And then the hair right above the head. The arms usually go, it depends on where you want your arms, but I usually put them right beside, like right above the torso. And then the legs are pretty much always below the torso. The only time they wouldn't be below the torso is unless you're doing a perspective thing. And then the tail is usually all the way back here, but above the hair. And then, what's this? Oh yeah, this can go right above the torso. Alright, now you have your layers layered correctly, and we can do this. So what I usually start off with is the hair. And what you want to do first is always set a key point. So you go to Move and Transform, and then you click this set of arrows, whatever you want to call it, and then you can move your key point. I recommend doing it in the middle of the hair, and then click it again to move it around. So what you want to go is you want to go to the skew thing, which is this. I don't know what you want to call that, but, and then how I make it, like, move is I set it to something, and then I go over here, and then put it a little bit that way, and then it does that. But then what I like to do, oh yeah, I want to show you all something else real quick. Hold up. You can select all of these layers. Wait. Move that out a little bit. And then you can put them all. What the heck? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna remove that rectangle in a little bit. Oh yeah, then you can put them all out here. And then, yeah. Alright, so I did that, so I'm gonna move my key point all the way over here. And then I'm gonna set that as a key moment. so that's the front. And I'm gonna go to curve, and I'm gonna do this. And then you can set it to however you like. I usually like something like this. And now it moves. And now what you want to do is you want to merge that and the head layer. So now when I move that, it should be both the head and that. Yep. Now I want to move the head itself. So I'm going to go to my key point setter, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to put it at the chin. And then I'm going to set one keyframe here and set another keyframe over here and move it down a little bit. And now I'm going to set it to whatever I want. So I'm just going to do this. And then if you want to do it to like a beat or something, you can move it like that. Yeah, I like that. And then you can copy it, and that'll be used later. So now you have this. But to make your thing blink, which one was the eyes again? That one. You want to just do what I do, because I'm really bad at explaining, but just like that. And then if you want them to like have an animation, I recommend putting your keyframe right there on the eyes, and set a keyframe there. And then set another one here and make it really small. And then set it to something like that. Or one of those, whatever you like. And then do the same over here. And sometimes, whoa, I forgot I didn't set the key point. Sometimes, I like to change the width too. If you do, I'd put it outwards with the keyframe closest to the blinking, or the closed eyes animation. Now you have something like that, and then I'm gonna merge all of these layers into one. So now we just have the face. And if I show you guys just the face, it normally looks a little better than that, but it's because my eyes are just kind of shaped weirdly. But normally I draw eyes in a style of something like this. So that's why if you'll understand if you look at my channel, which you totally should. Just saying. So now that you've done that, you wanna set the keyframe again to the mouth area. And you want to make a keyframe at the start and a keyframe at the end. And then put the keyframe at the end slightly lower than the head goes when you move it down. You can adjust that however you want. But like ever so slightly lower. And then it comes out like that. Or you can do it the same height, whatever you want. I just like to put it slightly lower. And then you get something like this. This is what you want. And then another thing you can do, this part's optional, but I really like how it looks. Set 2 keyframes. Rotate the head slightly. So like I do 2 there, and then -2 degrees here. And then don't set the rotation the exact same. Do like half of it and put it in the middle. And then you should get something like this. And then you should do the same thing with the face. Now you have this. And now for the back hair. You want to set the keyframe all the way up here. And then you want to use the skew tool. And you want to do the same thing you did with the front hair. But in a slightly different pattern. So it doesn't look the exact same as the front hair. So something like this. And then if you want it to go down with the head, which you probably do, you can just do what you did with the head. Or you can even make it go slightly further. I've never tried this, by the way, so I'm kind of experimenting. Yeah, you can really do the skew however you like it to look. Like, I think that looks good. And then I would like to copy the curve for when it goes down again, because that's like the main beat. So just like that. And then for the arms, you want to set the keyframe to the top. Then again, I animate a lot of Roblox, specifically Forsaken, so I don't draw the other part of the arm. I only draw one part of the arm because I draw like the R6 Roblox avatar, but you can add that if you want. I might make another tutorial on that when I get more experienced at stuff like that, because I've only done that in one animation, so, and it was barely noticeable. So yeah. Anyway, follow what I do here. And that's how you move the arms. And then to move the thing on your torso, you want to set, this is just for like strings in general, but I usually do something like this. I usually set it higher, and then I set it a little bit lower. It's the original. And I don't put it the exact same as the other. I like change it a little bit. And then you want to copy that and do the other string. There we go. You have the main part. Oh, wait, no, you don't. You have the tail. Oops. But anyways, for the tail, you want to set the key point to the end. And this one's actually pretty simple. You usually want to start down here and then bring it to the other side. I didn't bring it to the other side. Never mind. You want to put the key point here and then you take it to the other side. And then you can set this to whatever you want. And because, like, my assets are see-through, it doesn't really do anything, but if I go maybe below here, it would look a little bit better. And it looks just like that. Now what you want to do, this might sound weird, you want to select all of your layers and group them. Oh, I didn't mean to do whatever I just did. But you want to group all that. Now you have group 3, and now you want to set the key point all the way down here. Then you want to go to height, which is this. You make the keyframe, and then you make it slightly smaller, but very slightly. And you paste your main curve, and you should get something like that. And that is your basic animation. Though I would like to show you guys some other things. If you want to make a shadow like I do in some of my videos, I'll show you guys how to do that. Like some cool shading. A cool shading thing I found out. So let's take this circle. We're going to make it green because it's the best color. You can copy that circle. And this includes for something like this. Like you just copy this. And you'd fill it with black. Or you know what? Let's put an animation on the circle. So let's just make it bounce or something. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you do. So yeah, let's just take that animation, and then we'll duplicate it, and then we set that to black, and then we lower the opacity, then we clip it to whatever you're shading, and then you just move it. And boom, you got some lighting. You can do this with characters that you make. And it usually looks a lot better. And then if you want to make, I'm just gonna go back here and I'm gonna copy my full character. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, we're gonna get the full character. I'm going to show you guys how to make, like, a static standing still animation. I don't know if I don't really know how to say it, but it's kind of cool. So we're just going to take it. Alight motion, stop! Oh yeah, guys, I got the 2-time plushie. Guys. It's amazing. My chance plushie is a friend now. Okay, and now we want to take our beautiful human. It's gonna annoy me if I don't do this. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to equip the fractal warp effect. And it's gonna look weird, but you should put it to like 0.10 magnitude or something. Maybe even like that. And then what you want to do is you want to put the effect time coordination. And then put it to like 2 or 3, whatever. Then you'll get something like that. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to know how to do another thing with animation. And I'll see if I know it, and I'll make a tutorial on it. But anyway, here's all the animations I made. Bye-bye!